We're in a great position where we've got a lot of options with our kids. I've never seen so many kids at Diamond Valley trying out, coming to camps and stuff, so that takes a lot of work from everybody. But I'll just, if you can indulge me for a little bit, because basketball and sport in general is a little bit, it's a bit nutty, and it's a bit incestuous, and it's a bit strange. The people that are sitting here tonight, I can remember growing up, and I'm talking about Megna. I remember meeting Daryl. I think he was a copper back in them days. Is that correct? You were a cop? We've got a lot of cops. I know, we were a magnet for coppers too, by the way, so don't break the law, but we're going way, way back. And I was a little guy running around, thought I had an idea, had no idea. I was a tradie at the time, and that was the biggest thing for me, and I love basketball. And I bumped into a guy through a friend of my brother's, through somebody else, and Carolyn's here, and met her, and next thing you know, we're at the club, and he's coaching the under 14 girls, and I'm like, oh, I might go sit with him. Like, what the hell happened that I ended up there? But it was an unbelievable experience, and these girls here, some of these girls were in that team, certainly some were in the age group, for sure, and leaders of people and leaders of kids and leaders of men is really, really used flippantly. Daryl's a coach. Daryl's a leader, and he's not a basketball coach, he's just a coach. He's a leader. He's an unbelievably good Diamond Valley guy. So what's a Diamond Valley guy? A Diamond Valley guy comes across really nice and polite, but they've got some steel about them, they've got a bit of shit about them. And you only have to scratch the surface to get it done. So we've played for Daryl and it's copped the pasty. Where's the young boy who's chopper? He got the few pasties. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But what he was able to do with those under 14 girls and how he got those young kids to just believe and play, doesn't surprise me that you guys come up here and talk about him like that. A Diamond Valley guy is someone who just says, yeah, give me a team, I don't care. Or, Al, are we going to have 3 or 4 under 18 teams? Because I'm hearing this and my kids in under 16 are panicking. Oh, well, mate, if we've got enough coaches, we'll have 3 or 4 teams. Do you know a coach? Oh, no, not really. Within an hour, I'll take the under 18 threes. That's a Diamond Valley guy. There's not many of them in the basketball community, but we're lucky to have a few, and he's one of them. So everybody, I'd like to bring Daryl up in recognition. I'm going to be really careful here. It's like the mob. You can leave, but you don't ever really leave. You actually get to come back sometime. So right now, that's it. We're just calling this a holiday. Daryl, for me, from a long time ago, and knowing who you guys are and your family and everything about it, to see what these kids and how they speak about and what you were able to do with these coaches and have those young guys play it the way you wanted them to play. There's not a more prepared coach, and I say this, there's not a more prepared coach, certainly not in Diamond Valley, because I don't know too many coaches who have a training plan. They all reckon they do, but we don't. I'm one of them, I don't. It's up here, but sometimes it's out here. When you walk in and you see shooting charts, video clips, meetings, things going on with young kids to say, hey, you know, you missed that shot because this, you're really successful here, and here's the data and here's the charts. There's not another one, I would hesitate to say, in the state. And I don't just say that flippantly again. So Daryl, appreciation for everything that you've done for this club.
very, very quickly, I'd like to thank Diamond Valley Basketball Association, a great association, great people. We are very lucky to have this guy here. We are very lucky to have this guy here. That guy there, Peter Stevens, new CEO. It's a fantastic organisation. I just wanted to thank anyone and everyone who's given me an opportunity at Diamond Valley, and I've greatly appreciated it. See a lot of the players from the 12s and 14s coming up through tonight. It is quite nostalgic. I think that if I just say coaching, I was blessed when I was a kid because I had my parents and a couple other people grew up in Reservoir, and they started the Keon Park Youth Club. It still exists today. People who invested their time in me and gave me the opportunity to get off the streets and do something useful. And I just found that coaching is something that giving back the opportunity to people who want to play and live their dream. And it's been terrific. And I just want to thank everyone for the opportunity to go.
By the way, Tom's the star of the show, isn't he? Pretty good. Please turn the stopwatch off, Tom. We counted 50 minutes for these guys. This is, you've got to indulge me one little bit. When we talk about club people and basketball people, again, I've got to go back in time. Long time. Young tradie coming out of under 18s, playing basketball, boxing, whatever. You know what under 18s do, they just go nuts. They don't have a lot of up here. But they think they've got a bit of this, and so they throw their heart into everything. I guess, transition from junior basketball to senior basketball was down at the courts at Coburg before it burnt down. It actually used to be a really nice place and a bit of a cauldron. Always had a run-in with this guy, couldn't see, wasn't really quick. I thought, I reckon I can take this guy, I'll defend him, and couldn't get near him. Shot the bejesus out of it, liked to tell us about it. We were young, stupid, bit lippy, fast track. We played these guys over and over and over. We get to Diamond Valley, sure enough, Steve Smith's here. Bloody hell, this bloke hates me, I don't like him. How's this going to work? Then Peter Stephen, director of everything digital, says, you blokes need to sit down and have a beer and a chat. I'm like, well mate, that works in effect because it doesn't often work because I'm going to have 2 words and he's just, da-da-da. And what turned out is a pretty good friendship, total respect, and along the way got dented. It got dented from a point of decision making within the club, and it happens. And I'm not glossing over it at all. But one of the other things is you've got to understand about this club land and junior sport and whatever else is you can't afford to have, you can dent it, you can have a rough patch, but you've got to work at it. And I've been working real hard at it, and I know he has. So much so that we are very, very lucky to have Steve coaching our under 18 boys. Now, just a little hint on Steve, or a bit of background, for those of you who weren't around in the 1900s. Steve could actually play and was really good, like really, really good, top of the tree, and challenged to try and beat. Hence, you had to try and go thugging, and that didn't work anyway. So then we get into the coaching. He's done everything from senior men, youth league, under 18 girls. It's just another Diamond Valley guy that says, hey, give me a job. Well, this one took me about 40 coffees. Hyped up my lattes trying to get this guy back. And he didn't want him. It was just nah. And from the club perspective that we were able to work at it, try and get him back and coach our program because, again, great teacher of the game. Took some of these girls under his wing when they were going through a tough time. has done it far more with other people that I've actually seen. He's been here longer than me or longer. But just an ornament to the club. And we would like you to come up, Steve. We actually grabbed him, he's in academy too, so for those folks who actually get to spend time at a basket with him and he's talking about shooting, throw everything out your bird, doesn't matter who it's come from, because he's a dead-eye dick from long range and everything else. But I've waffled a bit, but I think it was really important that we needed to recognise some people. Peter Gay sitting over there, Alfie, correct me if I'm wrong because you will, 5-time Coach of the Year, 6, sorry. Jackie Greaves, captain of the club. Rob Tyrrell's over there. He's a basketball guy. There's hundreds. I do apologise if I miss anyone, but they're not just like Cecil's there. Of course, it's Dante's dad, Cecil. It's not Cecil. It's Dante's kid. That's my favourite line now. But look, it's hard to hear that this is the Turners' last round because their kids are out doing their thing. You don't get to go away too, right, you have to come back as well. So you don't just get to walk off and go fishing. But thank you for everyone. I'm absolutely astounded at the night and how it's been presented. I've been to a few of them, and I wish everybody well. And whatever you're doing, hopefully it's basketball, but you're never lost to the sport. It's just taking a holiday and come back. There's so many good people here that work for the kids and work for the club, and it's great to see the kids from the AIS back. It's great to have Daryl come out and draft half his team to the NBA. And who got the nets because you got stiffed? I'm sorry. Thank you so much, and I'll hand you over to Steve.
You son of a bitch. As a coach, I've had through philosophy about what you do. I may look up to. You make teams better teams. You make players better players, and you make young people better people. In terms of what Mark and I did this year, we're better. We're a better team than what we did when we started. Every kid's better individually than what we started. And in terms of the last point, whether we make these kids better people, other people will make that judgment in time. But let me tell you that wouldn't have to do a whole bunch because they're a great bunch of people. If you take one picture of me, Al was flat out up my backside to get this group this year, and after the last couple of tryouts, I'm seeing what I've got to work with, and you know what, it's not even about whether how good this group is or how bad it is. It's just there's some of those kids sitting over there right now. It's just a bunch of kids who want to work, want to play, want to practice hard. I can see that already, and the journey will be what the journey will be, and. Cheers.